Ryle pushed open the door of the well. Instantly, a flood of light shattered the darkness their eyes had adjusted to for the past 30 minutes. They stepped forward. A corridor stretched before them, lined with ornate chandeliers that bathed the space in a golden glow. Suddenly, Reese let out a sharp cry. Mia spun around, her breath caught in her throat. The others stared, frozen. Dwarfs. Dozens of them, walking around in neat uniforms. Their small figures moved with precision, balancing trays and setting tables. That looks like a waiter's uniform, Sebastian murmured. Before they could make sense of what they were seeing, one dwarf stepped forward. He wore a slightly different uniform, more elaborate, almost authoritative. His expression was unreadable. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice sharp yet measured. Ryle swallowed. "We came from the well," he said, motioning to the door behind him. There was no water, only stairs leading down to here. A murmur spread through the dwarfs. More of them gathered, whispering among themselves, their faces marked with confusion. "This is the Mahal Raj Hotel," the head dwarf finally said. "You need to leave. Now." "A hotel?" Mia's brow furrowed. "Who in the world builds a hotel inside a well?" A dwarf huffed. "Madam, this is not inside a well. You are on the famous street of York New, the Square Times." Vito snorted. "What? Sir, it's not York New, it's New York. And it's not Square Times, it's Times Square." He chuckled. "Vito, shut up," Ryle snapped. The head dwarf, Parker John, let out a frustrated sigh. "It doesn't matter. You must leave before our guests see you. If word gets out, our hotel will be all over the newspapers." Ryle nodded, signaling the group to retreat. But as they turned, he discreetly lifted his camera and snapped a few photos, proof of the impossible. They retraced their steps, climbing back up through the well. Before leaving, Sebastian carved a mark on a nearby tree, a way to pinpoint the exact location. Back home, their parents listened, skeptical but patient. "If you don't believe us," Ryle said, pulling out his camera, "I took pictures. I'll show you." He scrolled through the gallery. The images were gone. Ryle's hands trembled. "What? No. I took at least 5 photos. They were right here." His parents exchanged glances. "It's okay, dear. We may not believe this, but we'll go back with you and see for ourselves." Together, they made the journey once more. Soon, they reached the tree with Sebastian's mark. But the well was gone. No bricks. No opening. No sign it had ever existed. Mia's voice was barely above a whisper. The cryptic well? Vanished?